I'm still acting like this works, even though it probably isn't. Anyways, welcome back to whatever, I guess. I'm not really gonna look directly at the camera because my screen's like at an angle ish. So I'm just kind of giving my take on this thing that happened. The unnamed. Well, it's not really unnamed. I'm just gonna go ahead and say the fact that someone got murdered by a cop. I'm not gonna really joke about it. It's a really serious issue, but all jokes are out. At least I think so. Um, oh, sorry. So one of the things I hear from a lot of people, especially revolving around social media, is the fact that people are silenced. Like, now I'm not saying it's particular people or races, but people in general are silenced of their opinion. And so I felt like kind of talking about what it's like because I actually am silenced a lot, in my personal opinion. I'm not saying it's anyone's fault. I kind of blame myself for it because I don't really speak out about a lot of issues. But I've tried to start doing it more, and it hasn't really been in my favor too much. But that's a different story for a different time. So basically, like, I guess I may as well start off with what it's like. So being silenced is basically the fact that you don't get a say in an opinion. For example, um like, what if someone asks you, oh, which is better, this or that, and then you want to say something and you say something, but then you're completely shut out of the conversation or just ignored. That's what it's like. You're basically just another person there. You don't matter. You're not important. You know, that's what it's like to be silenced. Or people come after you and shut you down completely, and it's a revolving cycle of that. Or they just come up with a nasty remark. I don't know. But in all honesty, being silenced is really hard because you'll beat yourself up about it a lot, and I've seen this everywhere with people. They'll constantly be upset with themselves, they'll constantly be upset with other people, and they'll be not really okay with it. And I know what that's like cuz and I'm not attacking anyone. This is my opinion and my opinion only. So this can be true or this can be false. I don't care. You can be mad or you can be okay. But personally, I'm kind of feeling like I'm silenced by my family and some of the people I'm around, like in school and work. And I mean, personally, from like a personal background, I know I'm the weird person and I know I'm not the best with social awareness, I guess. Like, I don't really pay attention to what goes on around me sometimes. Oh, excuse me. And I mean, I just don't interact with people the way other people do. I'm really kind of awkward about it, and I don't really connect with people as well. And personally, again, my opinion, this I grew up in a military life, so I didn't get to stay with friends for a long time. And being here where I live now in Georgia, um, I've gotten to make a lot of new friends, and this is the longest place I stayed at. We actually hit 6 years as of this month in about 2 weeks. So obviously, I've been here for a while. Now, I guess it gets harder on me on the fact that, like, being silenced is, like, kind of hurtful because it's, like I said earlier, it's just you basically being unimportant. And I'm not saying I want to be important. Like, I think I'm somewhat an important person to some people. Not all people, but at least some. We're still pretending this works, by the way. I don't care if I knocked it over. But with who I am, I guess it can just depend. But again, this is just opinions, nothing factual. Because that's all I spit out. opinions. Which, I guess on top of this topic of being silenced, I mean, with the fact whenever I try to spit out facts, I guess it just doesn't even, like, bother people until I remind them about it constantly, and then they connect it. But that's just a matter of, that's nice. Knocking over. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm barely making it through this. It's just a lot to deal with, I guess, being in silence, because it's just like, people don't care. And when people don't care, it makes you feel worse about yourself. And I've seen that with the general public recently. Like, a lot of people are seriously upset with themselves and other people because they're silenced. And I get that. But my advice for that, and I don't take my own advice because who would? I'm kidding. But in all honesty, my advice is to try to speak out. Like, even though you'll be really scared and people are going to get mad if your opinion's incorrect, it's your opinion. You get to make the choice about what you do with yourself. And silencing yourself won't really solve it. I don't really have anything else to say about it, but being silenced kind of sucks. And that's just a general fact. I mean, some of the people I do know who I'm friends with and who I hang out with, they seem like the type of people to be silenced. I probably even silenced them myself on accident, because I'm always up in people's business and doing just whatever. But from what I've seen, people are really emotional about being silenced. So that's just my take on it. If you want to chime in your opinion, you can. I'm not going to stop you from it, and I'm not going to say one person's wrong, one person's right, but it's all of us have opinions. And when we pile up the opinions, it becomes more than an opinion. It becomes like everything to people. But what am I to say? Anyways, just chime in your opinion if you want to. I'm just going to leave it at this, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe during quarantine. We're still going through with this. I'm probably going to do another quarantine video soon. Don't know when, but I will. So in the meantime, chill out.